y'all, it's Taren. Welcome back to my channel. Let's do a little what I purchased in Italy, but also I want to talk about what I wore, more specifically what I loved and what I hated. Because I packed so light, in my opinion, I took a backpack for a little over 3 weeks. I had a spreadsheet of everything I was going to wear. So I wore everything. Let me just get that out there. I wore every single thing the amount of times I needed to, but there were some things I loved and some things that I absolutely hated and will never wear again. So in case you're new here, I did just get home from Italy. We did Rome, Florence, and Venice twice. So my goal with the first round of the trip was to scope everything out. Did I like these bags more in Rome than I did in Florence? Whatever the case may be, that was the scoping trip. Second round of the trip was shopping, and I'm so excited to show you what I got. My goal was to get things that I couldn't find here, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. I also want to say, if you are related to me, do not watch this video because I don't know the order of posting, if you've received your gifts at this point or not. So let's just play it safe and do not watch this video. I will also link my vlog down below from Italy. It's almost an hour long, so grab a snack because it's a good one. Let's start in Rome. We are doing a picture wall in our dining room and it's coming along so beautifully. So I got this little postcard. It's like a textured paper material, but I loved the Trevi fountain little detail on it. I may frame it, that's the goal anyways, though I do feel like it's pretty just like this. I think it was €1, but I loved how it looked almost painted. They had a bazillion of them, so it's not an original or anything, but I really liked this. So my goal is to hang this in the dining room. We did go to the Trevi fountain as well. I think I ended up there 3 times over the few weeks that I was there. Beautiful every single time. I had to get my hands on this viral toothpaste. I know you can grab this on Amazon, so it's not like you have to go to Italy to get it. However, it was much more affordable in person. Several people from our group were buying this, so I thought, you know what, while I'm here, let me just grab it. I opted for the large one versus the travel size in case I really liked it. Also, I think Heather, if you're watching this, I think she said she tried this while on the trip and really liked it. I got whitening mint. It's very pretty packaging. I'm a sucker for good packaging. I have not used it yet, so I will be putting this in my bathroom today to use. I actually got a new little setup in there for like skincare, cotton pads, like all of that sort of thing. So I think this is gonna look so cute sitting in there. I did in fact buy my mother a magnet. This was also €1, but I liked that it, oh, let me open it for you. I liked that it had different scenes from Rome. I thought it was really pretty. This is what I'm most excited about from Rome. I've seen so many TikToks of people buying bags with their initials stamped on them. I had to get some, however, these are not for me. So again, if your family, do not watch this, please. This is where we went. It was actually near the Trevi fountain and I didn't realize how close it was because we were walking out of this place after our purchases, Brian and I could hear water running and I was like, wait a minute. And then it started clicking with me that a lot of the restaurants and gelato places and just bars around were called Trevi Bar, Trevi Gelato, and then it clicked. So we did walk around and see the Trevi fountain. This is the cutest little green shoulder bag for one of my nieces. She's very petite, so I felt like this, there you go, this style and size would be perfect for her. I also liked the silver hardware on it versus gold. I feel like that's more her vibe. But the fun part is that they stamp, can you see that? Her initials here on the back. While I wouldn't get this size for me, I feel like it's just a little bit small. Again, for her, it's gonna be perfect. So it came in this duster bag. I'm gonna wrap it up really cute for her. I'm seeing them soon. And I just feel like she's gonna love this. Was it expensive? Yes, it sure was, but it's handmade leather and I felt like it was worth the expense. Brian got a bunch of wallets stamped for the guys that he works with, so I thought my sister's other kid would really like that. So it looks like just a black wallet from the outside. I mean, you do have the initials here, but I loved the inside. It's got a little snap here for coins and then it's plaid. Both pieces as well have the store name and it says Roma on it. The little Italian flag is cute there as well. Everything I got as well leather-wise says made in Italy and genuine leather. That was something that Atomic Trips, who we went on the trip with, said was important because a lot of places aren't necessarily legit. So if you find a brick and mortar store that you can walk into and it has these things, or you see them making their own bags like leather goods, then it's legit. So that was something I was looking for. Wallets come in this little contraption, very cute, kind of like a Christmas ornament, but I have an extra one because this one got a little bit messed up in like travel on the way home. So I'm gonna put it in the new one to hand it over. Florence was our next stop and I got quite a bit. I want to start with my bags first. I found a green one as well. I absolutely love this one. I didn't love any of the bags at the Rome store for me, so I knew I wanted to find something in Florence. Florence is also where they make the leather, and so I felt like, I don't know, it's a little bit more special. I'll put the name, if you haven't seen it already, of the store we went to here. The man that helped us was incredible. He was so nice. He was so helpful in finding the right color, the right shape, everything that I wanted. So I obviously went with this one. I love that it has the Florence, hopefully you can see that here, the logo, and then my initials on the back. I loved the shape of this, obviously the green color. They did have several colors in this, but what I loved most about it is this strap is adjustable. So if it's a little bit short, which it is like this for me, you have a couple of different options to lengthen it. This one's also plaid on the inside, and I really liked that. The hardware on this one is more of a bronze, like brushed bronze, but this does say made in Italy here. It also says genuine leather on the inside. This is such a unique treasure to bring home, and I'm so excited that I was able to find it. This place was a little bit more affordable as well versus the Rome one. I think I paid 70 euros for this, and then the stamp was included. Then my sister was shopping and picking something out, and I spotted this crossbody bag. I absolutely love the dark brown color of it. It's a flap bag. It does have a little snap closure, but it doesn't zip or anything. So while I wanted to use it while I was there, I was afraid of getting pickpocketed. So I stuck with my zip like crossbody that I'd been carrying the whole time. It's also a different brand than the green one that I purchased. It has this V logo also on the front here, and then obviously I chose to get my initials on the back. Is it crooked? Yes. But also it's custom, and it's a once in a lifetime kind of gift for myself. So I felt like that's fine. Also, it's long enough. You can adjust it. So this is the longest it goes, but you can make it a little bit shorter. Disregard my Nike shorts, but here we go. I'm obsessed with this one. It's saddlebag style, and I just think it's so pretty and so nice. Everything smells so good. I also did the global blue that like tax back situation. So I kept my receipts and they scan my passport, and when you get to the airport, you go to the global blue section, and I've already gotten my taxes or a portion of my taxes back from my purchases. Obviously I had to get my mom something. None of the purses or handbags in any location really screamed her. So I went with a wallet green so that she could match me. Has the Florence logo here. Now they did stamp this one as well. You can really choose any spot for them to stamp it because there's so much real estate to do so. I chose this spot on the wallet. Now a lot of places will let you do periods in between, up to like 5 letters, but I just went with initials for everyone. This one is a little bit different because it has a period before and after. I did not realize that as he was stamping it. I don't hate it. I'm glad that the period is not in between her initials. It's just more of her vibe, like this overall style, size, all of the different slots on the inside. I think she's really gonna like this. A few of us did go to the oldest perfumery in Florence, and I got this discovery kit versus a big bottle of perfume. There were a few that I really liked. They were a little bit pricey, so I went with this instead. I think this was 20 euros, maybe 28 euros, and it's just a collection of some of their, I would assume, best sellers or most liked products. How cute are these for gifts though? How it's wrapped up. It did get a little bit beat up again in travel. I did my best to pack things well, but again, here we are. I also had to buy a new bag to come home because I packed my backpack so full of the clothes I was wearing. So I did buy a rolling suitcase in Rome when I got back to start the second trip. So I ended up having more space to buy more things, which is exactly what I wanted. Let's talk about skincare. I did spot a pharmacy that sold SkinCeuticals products. A few places in my town sells SkinCeuticals, but for the most part, I order online. So I got a top up on the PTOX serum that I really like. I've used this for a while now, so this is nothing new for me. So I got a top up of this, and I made the mistake of buying this. I guess I don't really want to call it a mistake because I love it, but I know better than to buy myself expensive moisturizer because I go through it so fast that the amount of money I spent, over $100 on this. I'm pretty sure well over $100. The amount of money that I spent on it, it should have lasted a lot longer, and I've been using it morning and night for, at this point, 3 weeks, and it's almost gone. And it should definitely last longer than that. It's the AGE, so Age Interrupter Advance. It says concentrated multi-corrective treatment, but it's sold as a moisturizer. I actually thought I was buying the triple lipid moisturizer, which I've used before and really liked. This was the first time I've tried this. It's a thicker texture or thicker consistency, whereas the triple lipid, which I thought I was buying, is more consistent with a moisturizer, like the La Roche-Posay one that I use. This is thick, but let me tell you, I have not had dry skin since using this, and it makes my skin almost like buttery, soft, and smooth. Again, the no dry skin. So is it worth it? Yes. Will I be repurchasing? Probably not, because it's so expensive. Moving on to Venice, we had an entire free day, Brian and I did. And so we actually ended up shopping, eating a lot of good food. We went to the Leonardo da Vinci Interactive Museum. On the way there, I saw this shop. It was a woman making ceramic, and these are the exact types of things that I was looking for. She packaged it up so well for travel. I wanted to show you before I unwrapped it. Also, the shopping bag, she drew a little bit of art on for us. I did buy something for myself, but I also bought a couple of gifts there. This is for me. This will absolutely be going on my picture wall in the dining room. It says Venice down here. I loved the lemon print with the green. She had some lemon print with blue, maybe lemon print with yellow. And I feel like a lot of times I'll go for lemon and blue, but the green I just thought was so pretty. And then it has her name and the year in Venezia on the back. So I also got my hands on. I bought a few little trinket dishes. My plan is gifts, but also there's one in here for me to put next to the sink for like my rings, my watch, jewelry type things. I got this design for my mom. I love the florals. I love the shape of it. I think it's really pretty, and then also has the same information on the back. I got this one for me. Are we surprised? I went with the blue and yellow for lemon versus the green detail. The shape of these I just think is so pretty. She did have round ones as well, but again, I liked this. I got a second one with the florals on it. I thought that Brian's sister would really, really like this. If you watch my vlog, then you already know I bought a sweatshirt in Venice. I wanted one anyways. I kind of purchased it pretty quickly because it was a little bit chilly that morning that we woke up. So I ended up going with the blue, the Venice logo. I wish I would have gotten more t-shirts, even sweatshirts, not just for me, but as gifts as well. But I asked one of our tour guides because some of the designs I didn't love, and I asked if they sold things like this at the airport, and she said absolutely. And I didn't find anything at the airport. So I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't just go ahead and purchase while I was seeing things. So this is the only clothing item that I ended up buying. Let's do a few jewelry items. This is from a place called Vestopazzo. I don't remember if I got this in Florence or Venice, but I thought it was a standalone like local type store, but it wasn't because I saw a lot of them in all the cities. It's this really pretty gold but hammered looking ring with a little stone and a heart on it. I bought it to go on my middle finger, and I think that is so pretty. It will fit my ring finger as well. It's just a little bit big, but I thought that was really, really pretty. I don't do a lot of rings, so I thought while I'm here, let me just find something that's unique, or I thought it was unique. Again, I saw this store in several other cities, but I really like the style and the overall look of this. I also got this bracelet, which I ended up, I'm pretty sure I showed this in the vlog. A lot of people from both trips ventured out on the free day in Venice to Murano and Burano, and then a lot of stores in Venice sell Murano and Burano glass things. I grabbed this really pretty blue glass stone-ish looking bracelet. I liked that it was adjustable and then had a little stone on the bottom part of the adjustable string. I also don't do a lot of bracelets, but I thought when in Venice, you know, why not? I think this was 10 euros. The ring I just showed was 9 or 15 euros. And in true Brian fashion, one night he surprised me with a pair of earrings. He did the same thing when we were in Ireland, surprised me with a necklace that I absolutely love. Here's what they look like. They're very much giving Mardi Gras, which makes sense because Venice had a ton of Mardi Gras masks and there's a whole history there. Also, Mobile is the birthplace of the modern Mardi Gras. And so I thought it was only fitting, and he surprised me with them, and I love them. I think I ended up grabbing the most things in Venice. We did go to a perfume store. It was beautiful. I have a little video of it here. And I ended up grabbing these two hand creams. They're Queen of the Night scented. I got two, one for me and then one for my mom. But it's very much like a floral beachy type scent in my opinion. Let me open it up and I'll show you what one of them looks like. Look how pretty that is. This would be really pretty too on my little bathroom thing that I just set up. The Merchant of Venice, that's what it's called. And as we were walking around that day, I spotted a second location, the Merchant of Venice, and got Brian this cologne. They had so many great smelling colognes for men, or really unisex. This one is Damascus or Damascus Desert. It says bergamot, ginger, lemon, orris, clary sage, geranium, amber, vetiver, cedarwood, and musk. It's very outdoorsy. Maybe a slight sweetness to it. He's already actually used it, so it's not in this box anymore, but it smells incredible. Let's get into clothing favorites first, and then I'll show you some things that I didn't love. These Reef Neptune sneakers, I almost don't want to touch them because they are disgusting. However, I wore these every single day during the day, minimum of 15,000 steps, 0 issues. They were comfortable. I had no foot pain, no arch issues. Any kind of hurting of my feet at the end of the day, were my feet tired? Yes, but that's not from the shoes, that's from all the walking. These are so lightweight and I absolutely love them. I need to throw them in the washing machine so I can get them back to their original state because look, they're really dirty. If you have issues or have arch pain at the end of the day, these are the way to go. I don't, and I thought that maybe the arch in the shoe would bother me, but it didn't. I cannot recommend these enough. Let's talk about this Quince set. Navy blue top with matching shorts, but you do buy them as separates, which is nice because you can get different sizes. I wore this set so many times. I got so many compliments on it. I even washed it mid-trip and wore it again and it did not shrink. It did not, like, no issues whatsoever. I absolutely love this. I will be buying more of these. The perfect lightweight summer set because it was very warm the first round of the trip. I'm kicking myself for not buying a second set before my trip. I had the tan color in my cart on the Quince website and chose not to purchase because it is a little bit pricey and I wasn't sure about short, especially short shorts like this. My legs will rub together and then the shorts ride up. These did not ride up. I mean that 1000%. These shorts did not ride up. I think maybe I pulled them down twice and on the entire trip of wearing them, probably 3 or 4 different days. Love this, cannot recommend enough. I'm also really glad that I switched my Old Navy. I had 2 different patterns of an Old Navy dress, and I'm really glad that I switched it for this one. The dark version with the lace on it. I also have it in the white with the black polka dot. This dress was comfortable. It was also very appropriate for nicer dinners. There's also a burgundy version of this because Gina wore it on the trip and looked incredible. So I feel like I need the burgundy version. My Lane Bryant linen pants I wore so often because the second trip was a little bit cooler and it was the only pair of pants that I brought. So I initially took them for travel. So I wore them on the plane to get there. My plan was to wash them in the middle, which I did, and then just wear them home. But because it was chilly, I ended up wearing them 2 or 3 days on the second leg of the trip, and they are just comfortable. They're a drawstring, high-waisted pant with pockets. They're long enough. They are gonna get wrinkled. It's a linen pant, but they didn't get so oversized to a point to where I felt silly. They were just comfortable. Last 2 items are these Thigh Society shorts. Are they expensive? Absolutely. But these did, well, 1 pair. I'm pretty sure it's this dark pair. I bought the Cooling and the Sculpt. I'll figure out which pair I liked better and I'll put it here on the screen. I'm talking high-waisted, did not roll down. The shorts did not roll up and they're a thinner material, perfect for what I wanted. I bought both pairs in a size large, extra large, and that was perfect for me. I'll distinguish between the 2 down below for sure when I link them. They did ride up just a little bit, so I preferred the other ones, but these were the 2 options I liked the best because the other shorts I brought were these jersey biker shorts from Old Navy. I actually bought 3 pairs. I threw the other ones away. These are not the shorts that you wear under anything because they will ride up so bad. And it got to a point where I'd been wearing them and they'd ridden up and I just let it happen. I just walked around and my legs rubbed together because I was tired of every 4 steps having to pull a leg of these down. Now they don't sell them as specific shorts for under things on the Old Navy website. In fact, I'm pretty sure the model is shown with like a t-shirt, bike shorts, tennis shoes situation. So I will give them that they don't say that they're anti-chafing, anti-moving shorts. I also bought a pair of white linen blend shorts from Old Navy that I only wore 1 or 2 days because I had an issue with them riding up, which I expected, so I didn't really fit them into my spreadsheet as an outfit for a day when we had a lot of walking. but they were high-waisted and they were super cute with my little red top that I wore one of the days, probably the picture that you're looking at, but they did ride up really bad and I was the same situation, pulling them down constantly. Also, they're really see-through, but we probably all expect that because they're white. Last couple things are these Old Navy dresses that I bought. I bought a red one and a black one. I'm only saying a no-go because when I washed them, they got shorter. And I didn't wash them myself. I took them to like a wash and fold, drop off your clothes, pick them up in a few hours type place. And so I felt like the second round when I wore them, they were borderline a little bit short. So if I were to wash them, like keep them or buy another dress, I would wash it at home and not dry it. So while I don't necessarily say don't buy the dresses, don't dry the dresses. I forgot to mention this pink t-shirt. I can't find it in my closet right now and I don't have a picture of me wearing it. This is from Old Navy, absolutely love. It's a thick-ish material. I say that with a grain of salt because it's not heavy duty, but you cannot see through it. It's more of a boxy, oversized fit. I got it in a size extra, extra large. Washed it again in the middle. It did not shrink. It stayed its same like boxy, longer shape. I wore it the first go round with bike shorts when we were traveling by train, like 4 hours on a train, super comfortable. And then I wore it the second round, I think just on a free day. I wish they actually sold it in more colors that I like because it also comes in a tan and white. I didn't love it in the tan, so I wish they sold it in more colors other than the pink because I would buy them. I actually lied to you. I did bring this and did not wear it. It's a Lane Bryant purple like flowy tank I thought would be really cute with the Old Navy shorts, but this just never had its moment to shine. I do like it. It's very pretty. It's very lightweight, like perfect for warmer weather, but I ended up not wearing it for no reason other than I wore the red shirt with the white shorts instead, and then I ended up not wearing the white shorts again because they rode up. So that's why this top didn't have a moment on the trip. All right, that is a wrap on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm so happy with my purchases, with my unique, one-of-a-kind things that I was able to grab. Several places we went into did say that they ship international. Wait, I forgot that we bought this in Venice. So there was a store, like a brick and mortar store of different artist paintings, and you could do different styles of paintings. So obviously we went with this more brushed, like you can see the brush strokes, the vibrant colors. You can pay extra for them to frame it, which obviously we did. And then you can pay 100 euros and they will ship it to your house. So that's what we did. And this is the print that we picked. I absolutely love this. It's a little bit too big to go anywhere in the dining room where we have that picture wall, unless maybe we expand it to another side. And it's an actual painting. They stretch it for you and fit it to the frame. They had so many too to choose from, but everything was unique, obviously, because it's an artist actually does it. It's not a print that you're buying. Last thing for real this time, Brian did buy 6 bottles of wine in Florence. I can't pick up the box to show you, so I'll insert some video of them here. I'm pretty sure he got mostly white wines because I prefer a sweeter white wine versus a dry wine. So anyway, this is what he picked out. How it works is they ship it home. However, it's shipped to an ABC store and then Brian had to go and pick it up in person. I don't know if that's the case for everywhere or if it's just for our state, because several people in both groups bought wine and they had already received it before we got a call that it was at the ABC store, but we did buy some wine. Okay, that is officially it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I'm so excited about my purchases. I hope that you enjoyed. I said it a lot of times going into it. It's once in a lifetime and I'm so happy that I took a chance and that I did it and that everybody came with me. If you're watching this and you came with me, thank you. I had such a good time. I hope you did too. That's it. Thanks for watching. I will see y'all in my next video. Goodbye.